everybody, and welcome and happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Seavey. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is our class that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph. It could be a painting, any still image. And your job, your assignment, based on that photograph, is to write either a poem or write a chorus for a song. Because this is a songwriting class, I would prefer that you wrote, a musical chorus, a hook for like a song. Preferably like a pop song. That I love pop, and this is, primarily for pop music that we do this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I want you just to write anything that you feel inside based on the image or the photograph that I give you, whatever that is. And, the reason I love to do this, and I really love this, is because everything around us, whether we even realize it or not, none of us really realize it all the time. Everything, whether it's conscious or subconscious, is an influence. And we're taking everything in, whether we even realize it. Even when you drive a car, all your surroundings, even though you have a goal to get somewhere, all the places you're driving through from repetition. But, you don't know every store that's in that area, but you get a sense of where everybody is, where everything is in your route, And, I don't always, and this exercise is great for this, I don't always feel super creative. And sometimes these are like little tricks to get you to think outside of your basic creativity. And I say this every week, and I will continue to say it because it's true. Sometimes you're working, especially as a songwriter and a producer, someone calls you and says, "Oh, I want to book a session with you, and I want to come over to your house this Friday night at 6. And how late are you able to work till?" I can go from 6 p.m. to midnight if you want, or even later, depending on how far in we're in this creative process. And they're coming to my house between 6 and midnight. It's my job to be creative between those hours and give them something. And sometimes, and I might not be feeling that creative that day, but I still have to create something that they're going to be impressed by and appreciate and feel good about. Now, sometimes no matter how inspired you are, nothing will come out. And that's okay. Take a little break and come back to it. Like even in this session, when you try this at home on your own after this video, and you're not hearing anything, you're staring at a blank piece of paper, that's okay. But what I want you to do, and this is like, and there's a way to do this, I want you to stare at the photograph that I give you. Just stare at it. And then I want you to go into it and daydream until you know how you stare at something until you kind of go into a subconscious daydream. And then when you pull back, you realize, wow, I was thinking about all this stuff while I was sitting here. That's what I want you to do with these photographs. When I give you an assignment, I want you to look at it, stare at it, look at everything in the picture, because everything in that picture might help you paint a better picture lyrically. So I want you to stare at that photograph until you go into that dissolving daydream where you're not seeing the picture anymore and you're just kind of glossed over and you're thinking about whatever. When you pull back and you're aware of yourself sitting in the chair, I want you then to physically look at everything in that photograph. Write it down on a piece of paper. Don't even worry about rhyming yet. Don't even worry about any of that kind of stuff yet. Just observe from that corner to this corner to this corner to this corner and everything in between. Take it all in. There might be something in that part of the photograph that you're not even, there's a focal point of a photograph, but there's even things in the background or the foreground that might be the key for your inspiration. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the picture, but in 1 minute, I'm just telling you the habits in which to write from when you do get the photograph and observe it. I love this exercise because it really does help your photographic mind to connect with emotions, imagery, and then once you're looking at a perspective, there's a theme in that. There's a theme in that photograph. Once you find the theme, which means like the main purpose in your writing, then there's a story there. It's easier to write a song from a story than it is just from blank nothing. Like you and somebody else sitting there staring at a blank piece of paper. You have anything yet? Nope. You? No. You keep staring at a blank piece of paper. This is such a good way of starting. It's like a springboard, you know? Starting place. Movies can inspire me. Other songs, other musicians. When you hear another song, if say it's got like something has like a reggaeton beat, you're like, oh man, I love that. I want to do a song with a reggaeton beat. Not like this one, but the same vibe. You know the reggaeton sound like this. That's a little fast, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of songs with that kind of beat. So that might inspire you to write something based on the tempo of that. If it's a little slower, perhaps. I don't know. Like slower. That might inspire you to go, oh man, that's a cool idea. That's really cool. I like that. There's a song by so-and-so that has that kind of reggaeton beat. I want to do a song like that. Nothing on top, just the tempo and the meter and the beat itself. It's great. So anyway, I'm going to show you this photograph now, and I hope it sets your brain off that you can write something cool. So here is that photograph. Okay, so you saw the photograph. It's a silhouette of somebody walking to what appears to be a city. It looks like LA. I think I've been on that bridge. It's like near Chinatown and downtown. So, but anyway, that doesn't matter. So it looks, I don't know, it could be a guy with long hair, but it looks like a woman from the back. Traditionally, it could be a girl or whoever walking. It doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Just a person walking. And I love the color. And I love how the city's out of focus. She's the most, or they are the most focused part of that photograph. Everything else is sort of out of focus. I thought that picture was great. I thought there was so much story in that photograph. I thought there was anyway. So, of course, my imagination starts to go full on. And so since it was out on the street, I started writing down all my my catchwords, like walking, alone, was like another word that I heard, alone. There's nobody with this person. They are just walking by themselves. So I'm going to show you what I wrote for this. So I wrote, out on the street, you're all alone. You search for love, but you just can't find it. Out in the city, you're on your own. You're searching, but you just feel so lost inside it. So it just reminded me of somebody who, you know, kind of is alone in a big world. That's the first thing it made me think of. And that's why I wrote that, you know. So I'll read it again. Out on the street, you're all alone. You search for love, but you just can't find it. Out in the city, you're on your own. You're searching, but you just feel so lost inside it. I'm saying it like that. I don't know why I was just reading it that way. So I'll read it one more time. Out on the street, you're all alone. You search for love, but you just can't find it. Out in the city, you're on your own. You're searching, but you just feel so lost inside it. You're searching, but you just feel so lost inside it. It's rhythmically, I'm already starting to hear a pattern. You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel a rhythm of it. So that is what I wrote for that, based on that image, that photograph. And again, you give this picture to 100 people, you're going to get 100 different lyrics and 100 different stories based on this one picture. So that's what I love about this, because of the diversity. When you gave this picture 100 people that picture, and they had to write down a poetic line or a chorus, you're going to get 100 different ideas and themes. So that's what I love about this. It's incredible. And I would love to give this photograph to like 150, 200 different songwriters just to see what they would come up with for this chorus. Anyway, guys, I can't wait to see what you come up with for it. I can't wait to start getting all your texts, your emails, and your version of this exercise. So anyway, guys, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe Sebi. Thank you so much for always supporting me and for religiously following these classes. I can't say that enough. I'm so proud of all you guys. You're doing such great work. I mean, some of the things I get from you guys are amazing. So I just wanted to let you guys know how appreciative I am of that. So have a wonderful night, and I love you all. Be safe, and I will see you, and we'll talk about this on the Zoom classes, the live ones. All right, guys, have a great night. I love you. Peace.